Dear friends, welcome to Know Thyself YouTube Channel. Good morning. Hope you're all staying safe and keeping well. I sincerely thank all of you who have subscribed to this channel and follow the channel. If you find the contents of the videos uploaded in this channel useful, please subscribe to the channel and click the notification or the bell button so that you can be notified when a video is uploaded. Kindly share the videos with others or in the internet. In today's episode of A Message to Manage Your Day, I would like to share some thoughts on the theme concern for the marginalized. Maxi Dhanam, in his book, The Workbook on Living as a Christian, narrates this interesting event that is said to have taken place in the life of Jimmy Carter, who served as the 39th President of the United States from 1977 to 1981. It was during his tenure as President, Hubert Humphrey Jr., who served as the 38th Vice President of the United States from 1965 to 1969, died. Many leaders from all over the world took part in his funeral service. When former President Richard Nixon, who resigned as president due to Watergate scandal, arrived at the place of the funeral, no one welcomed him. Instead, everyone turned away from him, and he became the topic of quiet conversation among the guests present at the funeral hall, which made Richard Nixon feel ostracized and unaccepted in the group. As President Jimmy Carter walked into the funeral hall and took his seat, he noticed Richard Nixon standing all alone. Carter immediately and without any hesitation went up to Nixon with a sincere smile, gave him a warm handshake, and embraced him while saying, "Welcome home, Mr. President. Welcome home." This kind gesture of President Jimmy Carter made the day for Richard Nixon and made him feel accepted not only by Jimmy Carter but also by everyone present, as this kind act of Carter, particularly his privileged position as the president, changed the atmosphere of silent hostility people had shown towards Richard Nixon since he arrived at the funeral hall until the time Carter reached out to him. Newsweek magazine, in its report of the incident, commented, "If there was a turning point in Nixon's long ordeal in the wilderness, it was that moment and that gesture of love and compassion." The marginalized are people who, on their own fault, due to the condition they find themselves in, or because of social hatred, feel alienated and estranged in their social context. They are considered insignificant and unimportant in the social setup. They remain in the periphery and they are powerless and helpless individuals or groups. Hence, when someone is marginalized, he is ignored, pushed outside the group, and treated as a person of lower social status, whether the reason for doing so is genuine or false. Thus, you can find the marginalized people both in the primary social groups such as the family, peer group, and workplace, and in the secondary social groups such as neighborhood, larger community, and the society at large. Whether persons are marginalized by the social groups for genuine reasons or not, it is important to develop an attitude of concern for the marginalized people because they are also human beings who need care and attention. Despite their low social status to which they have fallen, either by their own fault or that of others, they deserve your concern for them, which you need to show by your love and compassion for them. In order to cultivate concern for the marginalized people, you must do the following. Firstly, you must identify the marginalized people to whom you want to show concern in your primary and secondary groups. See that you do not choose too many, as you may not be able to show concern for all of them. Secondly, become aware of the plight, namely the troubles and difficulties of the marginalized people you have identified as worthy of your concern. It calls for research and study. You may listen to them or others who know about them. This knowledge will help you to feel with the marginalized and be sensitive to them and to their needs. Thirdly, having understood the situation of the marginalized people who deserve your concern and feeling with them, you must include a few others, individuals or groups, to help you in this venture. Having a few people with you will bring greater success than doing it all by yourself. Fourthly, you must stand up for and with the marginalized in their trouble. This may imply a bit of risk taking, as you are going to do something different for the marginalized person than what most other people would do. You must use your social privilege to help the marginalized, for your social status will have greater influence in educating others about the plight of the marginalized. Finally, you must reach out to the marginalized in love and compassion. Here you show your concern for the marginalized people by actively showing love and compassion, both by verbally and non verbally communicating your concern for the person. If you take a glance at the concern President Jimmy Carter showed towards former President Richard Nixon at the funeral hall, by his gesture of love and compassion, we find all these five elements. Do I understand what it means to be marginalized? Am I instrumental in marginalizing people in groups that I am part of? Do I have concern for the marginalized persons in the primary and secondary groups that I belong? Am I sensitive to the plight of the marginalized people? Do I stand up for and with the marginalized in their troubles and needs? Do I express verbally and non verbally my concern for the marginalized through acts of love and compassion? Dear friends, Abjit Naskar says, love has no gender, compassion has no religion, character has no race, as they are universal. And everyone who shows love and compassion towards the marginalized are persons of character. Identify the marginalized in your circle of life. Be aware of their plight and be sensitive to them. Use your social status and privilege in the society to educate others about the need to be concerned about the marginalized. Stand for and with them in their trouble and express your concern through acts of love and compassion. Thereby, be a person of character. May the divine, who is eternal love and compassion, be with you to assist you to live your life in such a way that you make a difference in the life of every marginalized person you encounter in your circle of life by reaching out to them through your acts of kindness, love, and compassion. This is my wish and prayer for you, dear friends. Thank you for watching this video. Stay blessed until we see you again with another video.